Before the internet, before books filled every shelf, there once existed a single place that held almost all the knowledge of the world. A place so powerful it could have changed human history forever, the Great Library of Alexandria. It all began around 300 BC, when Egypt was ruled by a man named Ptolemy I, one of Alexander the Great's generals. He had a dream to build a city that would become the heart of human wisdom. And at the center of that city, he wanted a library that would hold every piece of knowledge ever written, from the poems of Greece to the science of India, from the history of Persia to the mysteries of Africa, everything. So he built it, the Great Library of Alexandria. But it wasn't just a library filled with scrolls. It was a living center of ideas, discoveries, and invention. Scholars from all corners of the world traveled there. They read, debated, and created together, forming one of the first real research communities in history. Imagine walking inside, rows upon rows of papyrus scrolls stacked to the ceiling, thousands of texts written in different languages, the smell of ink, the sound of voices whispering theories about stars and medicine and time itself. It was a place where curiosity was sacred. Inside those walls, Eratosthenes measured the size of the earth using only shadows and math, and he was almost exact. Hero of Alexandria invented an early steam engine, 2,000 years before industrial machines existed. And Hypatia, a woman of brilliance and courage, taught philosophy, astronomy, and mathematics when women were rarely allowed to speak in such places. The library was alive, a heartbeat of knowledge that connected the ancient world. But every great light attracts darkness. When the Roman Empire expanded, Alexandria became a target. In 48 BC, during a battle, Julius Caesar's army set fire to ships near the port, and the flames spread. Some say the fire reached the library. Thousands of scrolls, centuries of wisdom, turned to ash. The sky over Alexandria filled with black smoke, carrying the words of philosophers, doctors, and poets that the world would never read again. But that wasn't the only tragedy. Over the centuries, new rulers came, each with their own beliefs, fears, and wars. Some destroyed what they didn't understand. Others banned knowledge that challenged their power. By the 4th century AD, the library was gone. Not just a building, but an idea. Erased. No one knows exactly how much was lost. Some say it held over 500,000 scrolls. Others believe it was smaller, but what mattered wasn't the number, it was what those scrolls meant. They held maps of stars, designs for machines, cures for diseases, and theories about the universe, long before we rediscovered them centuries later. Imagine if the library had survived. We might have discovered electricity, medicine, or even flight hundreds of years earlier. The world could have been far more advanced. But instead, we started over, piece by piece, trying to rebuild the knowledge we once had. Still, the spirit of the library never truly died. Its fire lives in every scientist, every thinker, every curious mind that refuses to stop asking questions. Every time you open a book, search for truth, or learn something new, a small spark of Alexandria burns inside you. The Great Library may have been lost, but the hunger for knowledge it inspired, that can never be destroyed. So keep learning, keep questioning. Because the moment you stop being curious, that's when the fire truly goes out. Follow for more forgotten stories the world tried to erase.